Today, on the SumoSpirit channel, we are going to unravel the mystery of the 10 greatest Yokozunas in history and their best bouts. Let's get to know them. Top 10. Akebono Taro. Akebono Taro, born Chadwick Haheo Rowan on May 8, 1969, in Waimanalo, Hawaii, is known as the first Yokozuna not born in Japan. He was a colossus in every sense. He stood 6 feet 8 inches tall and, at the peak of his career, weighed over 500 pounds, reaching up to 514 pounds in some records. Akebono competed professionally from 1988 to 2001 during a key transitional era for sumo. As the sport's popularity declined in Japan, his rise helped reignite public interest. In 1993, he became the first non-Japanese Yokozuna, breaking cultural barriers and paving the way for stars like Musashimaru and Hakuho. He won 11 top division titles, thanks to his powerful Oshisumo style, using his size and strength to dominate with techniques like yorikiri. His best bout was against Musashimaru in 1993. Musashimaru charged with his characteristic pushing style, but Akebono, leveraging his imposing height, kept his distance while attacking the head with a tokurinashi. Amid the struggle, Akebono executed a hikiotoshi and brought Musashimaru down to the ground. Top 9. Futabayama Sadaji. Futabayama Sadaji, born Akiyoshi Sadaji in 1912, stood about 5 feet 10 inches and weighed 290 pounds. A modest build, but his strength, agility, and technique set him apart. He competed from 1927 to 1945, during a transitional time in sumo history. Despite limited opportunities, he won 12 top division titles between 1936 and 1943, an incredible achievement given there were only 2 tournaments a year and his career was disrupted by World War II. However, the most surprising thing was his streak of 69 consecutive victories, a record that no one could break. What fighting style did he have? Futabayama was an eminently technical wrestler, a master of yotsuzumo, sumo based on gripping the mawashi. He consistently maintained a low, centered stance that made it nearly impossible to topple him. His best bout was against Kashima Nada in Haru Basho 1942. From the Tachai, Futabayama trapped Kashima Nada's left arm in a lock. Once the Yokozuna secured an outside grip on his opponent's mawashi, he executed an uwatanashi to end the bout. Top 8. Musashimaru Koyo. Musashimaru Koyo, born Fiamalu Penitani in American Samoa in 1971 and raised in Hawaii, was the second Yokozuna not born in Japan. Standing 6 feet 3 inches and weighing around 425 pounds, his sheer size made him a dominant force in the ring. From his debut in 1989 to his retirement in 2003, he competed during an intensely competitive era with multiple Yokozunas active, like Akebono, Takanohana, Wakanohana, etc. Like Futabayama, he won 12 top division titles, combining brute strength with impressive technical skill, blending Oshizumo and Yotsuzumo to become an unstoppable tank with strategic finesse. His best fight was against Takanohana in Hatsu Basho 2001. In this fight, Musashimaru neutralized Takanohana's grip attempts and cornered him against the dohyō's edge. In a decisive move, Musashimaru applied a tsukidashi, advancing with short steps until Takanohana lost balance and was forced out of the ring. Top 7. Wajima Hiroshi. Wajima Hiroshi, born on January 11, 1948 in Japan, was one of the most charismatic and skilled Yokozunas in sumo history. At 6 feet 1 inch and around 290 pounds, his broad, muscular build gave him a strong presence in the ring. Competing from 1967 to 1981, he reached Yokozuna in 1973 and won 14 top division titles between 1971 and 1979-1980. Wajima's charisma made him a media star in the 1970s, attracting huge audiences. However, after retiring, he became the first Yokozuna to lose his Oyakata status, having sold his coaching license to pay off debts. Wajima was a technical wrestler known for his aggressive style, relying on a strong mawashi grip, especially with his right hand in an outside position, from which he executed his favorite technique, Uwatanage. His best fight came in 1974 against Kitanoumi. After a slap at the Tachai, Kitanoumi charged forward, but Wajima lifted him with a Mawashi grip. Despite Kitanoumi pushing him to the edge, Wajima managed a timely Shitatanash to force his rival out. Top 6. Takanohana Koji. Nicknamed the Prince for his noble sumo lineage and elegance on the dohyō, Takanohana Koji was born Koji Hanada on August 12, 1972, in Tokyo, Japan. His body was compact and muscular, with a balanced build that provided strength and agility without sacrificing stability. He stood 6 feet tall and weighed approximately 340 pounds at his peak. His career spanned the 90s and early 2000s, a golden and highly competitive era in modern sumo. He competed from March 1988 until his retirement in January 2003. He won 22 Yusho in the Makuuchi division. He was a master of gripping sumo, with a calculated, technical style that prioritized precision over brute force. He sought a firm Mawashi grip to execute an Uwatanash. This could be seen against Musashimaru in 2001, when with a series of tsupari, he forced his opponent back, then secured an inside grip and brought Musashimaru down within the ring with an Uwatanash. Top 5. Kitanoumi Toshimitsu. Born Toshimitsu Obata. In 1953, Kitanoumi Toshimitsu became one of sumo's most respected yokozunas. His ring name, meaning Northern Lake, honored his hometown. At 5 feet 10 inches and around 375 pounds, he had a broad, powerful build and competed during a tough era in the 70s and early 80s. Kitanoumi won 24 top division titles and held the yokozuna rank for 63 tournaments, one of the longest reigns ever. Known for his strength, technique, and strategy, he excelled in both Oshizumo and Yotsuzumo, with a special skill in Suridashi. Against Chiyonofuji in 1981, Kitanoumi, with his colossal size advantage, impressively hoisted Chiyonofuji into the air as the latter flailed like a child. The giant carried him out of the ring, where both crashed dramatically, stunning the crowd. After retiring, he led the Kitanoumi stable and served as president of the Japan Sumo Association. During his tenure, he tackled match fixing and modernized administration. Top 4. Asashoryu Akenori. Asashoryu, born in Mongolia on September 27, 1980, took the shikona meaning Dragon of the Dawn and became one of sumo's most dominant and controversial yokozunas. Though not the heaviest at 6 feet tall and around 326 pounds, he made a huge impact. Competing from 1999 to 2010, he reached Yokozuna in 2003 and ushered in the era of Mongolian dominance. During his nearly 7-year reign, he won 25 top division titles before retiring in 2010. His style was based on speed and strength to gain the upper hand, often with rapid tsupari followed by a mawashi grip. His go-to technique was the Uwatanash, though he also mastered Shitatanash and Yorikiri. His best moment was against Kotonowaka in 2004. With an initial neck grip and powerful thrusts, Asashoryu showcased his incredible strength. Before Kotonowaka could respond, the Mongolian secured an inside mawashi grip and hooked his right leg behind Kotonowaka's left, executing a kawazugak to force him backward to the ground. However, his off-dohyō behavior also sparked controversies that led to his forced retirement in 2010 after a suspension for playing soccer. Top 3. Chiyonofuji Mitsugu. Born Mitsugu Akimoto on June 1, 1955, in Japan, Chiyonofuji was nicknamed the Wolf for his ferocity and agility. With 6 feet tall and weighed just 260 pounds early in his career, after years of training and muscle gain, he reached 280 to 290 pounds at the height of his yokozuna dominance. His career unfolded mainly in the 80s. The Wolf won 31 Yusho in the Makuuchi division, the third highest total in history. He was a yokozuna for 9 years and 10 months, from his promotion in July 1981 until his retirement in May 1991. Chiyonofuji was a Yotsuzumo specialist with exceptional agility and strength. He was a dynamic wrestler whose blend of technique, power, and reflexes made him nearly invincible in his prime. In 1989, against Tarao, A lighter but incredibly agile, he was attacked with a flurry of tsupari and thrusts. Chiyonofuji withstood it all until he dodged, briefly unbalancing Tarao. Seizing the moment, the Yokozuna grabbed the belt and executed a tsuridashi. Top 2. Taiho Koki. Born Koki Naya in 1940 in Japanese-controlled Karafuto, Taiho Koki is considered one of the greatest yokozunas in sumo history. At 6 feet 1 inch and about 330 pounds, his powerful, well-balanced build made him a dominant force. He competed from September 1956 until his retirement in May 1971. In the post-war era, sumo was modernizing, with the 6-tournament system introduced in 1958, along with growing media coverage and rivalry. He won 32 yusho in the Makuuchi division, a historical record at the time. His style blended calculated offense with solid defense, adapting to opponents with standout versatility. His usual strategy involved securing a mawashi grip, from which he executed the uwatanashi. This could be seen against Satanoyama in 1967. Satanoyama, a formidable wrestler in his own right, tried to surprise with an aggressive frontal attack, but Taiho met him and trapped his left arm like a steel vise. Then, gripping his mawashi, he threw him to the ground with a powerful uwatanashi. Top 1. Hakuho Sho. Born on March 11, 1985, in Mongolia, Hakuho Sho is widely regarded as the greatest yokozuna in sumo history. His shikona, meaning white peng, reflects the mythical Chinese bird. At 6 feet 3 inches and 340 pounds, his muscular, agile build combined strength, speed, and stability. Competing from 2001 to 2021, he dominated a competitive era with rivals like Asashoryu, Harumafuji, Kakuryu, and Kiseno Sato. Hakuho won 45 top division titles, a record no one has surpassed, and achieved an incredible 84% win rate. He became the most successful Mongolian yokozuna, solidifying the foreign dominance started by Asashoryu. He was a technical and versatile wrestler, a supreme master of yotsuzumo with unmatched adaptability. His vast technique repertoire included rare moves like the kotenage, an inner arm throw. In 2021 against Terunofuji, Hakuho landed a powerful elbow to Terunofuji's face. The giant quickly recovered to pursue his opponent, and both yokozunas gripped each other's mawashi. Hakuho clinched victory with a second attempt uwatanashi,